To someone who doesn't closely follow Selena Gomez, it may look like her career is characterized by two things. The first is her breakups and relationships over the years. I mean, who doesn't know about her on and off fling with Justin Bieber? Another thing is her health issues, which she openly talks about. Recently, Selena shared that she has yet another disorder that she hinted at last year. Is this her way of playing the victim? Or does Selena really help others with her confessions? Keep watching to find out what condition Selena Gomez opened up about to an old friend. But first, remember to press the bell and subscribe buttons to stay up to date with our videos. Let's begin. In this time when we're socially distancing ourselves from friends and loved ones, we're facing restrictions on leaving the house, and are bombarded with often frightening, anxiety-triggering news of the spread of coronavirus, keeping a positive state of your mental health is important. Many institutions and organizations have advised on how to take care of yourself at this strange time that could potentially have a negative impact on your mind. Some famous people have also spoken about how important it is to take care of your mental health. One of these people is Cyrus, who has launched the Instagram live series Bright Minded, which is supposed to provide advice on staying positive during the pandemic. She invites other famous people to join her live, and they talk about how they're coping during the pandemic. One of Miley's first guests was Demi Lovato, which definitely made all the now adult Disney fans very happy. And another guest, also from Disney, was Selena Gomez. And that, in turn, made everyone surprised because the two apparently had a beef back in the day. Allegedly, in the Disney days, there was on- and off-screen tension between Selena and Miley. First, they were both young stars in the same industry, but they also dated the same guy, Nick Jonas. These teenage dramas. Now, Nick is married, Miley is divorced, and Selena is there. But what's more, when Selena fell out with her then best friend Demi Lovato, and later Demi became good friends with Miley, the rumors of the feud got even worse. But now it's all good because Selena was the one who reached out to Miley to show her support on her Instagram live show. She left a butterfly emoji in the comment section. So Cyrus took it as an opportunity for reconnection, and she invited her old friend on the show. They talked about everything, from how they're coping during the pandemic to how to reconnect with an old friend. That's when Selena opened up about a new diagnosis related to her mental health. Actually, throughout her career, Selena has been open about her health issues, whether it was lupus or her battle with depression and anxiety. As we know, because of the former, she had to have a kidney transplant in 2017. The latter is a constant battle that Selena keeps educating herself about, and she even received an award from the hospital that gave her the diagnosis that I keep mentioning. So what is it? Selena revealed that she's suffering from bipolar disorder. And to be honest, that makes her acceptance speech from last year make sense. But let's go one by one. So while talking to Miley, Selena said, "Recently I went to one of the best mental health hospitals in America, McLean Hospital, and I discussed that after years of going through a lot of different things, I realized I was bipolar." Gomez said that knowing more information about her condition actually helped her and didn't scare her. She was also relieved to finally have the knowledge of why she'd suffered with depression and anxiety for so many years. Obviously, Selena has previously talked about her experiences with anxiety and depression, but this has been the first time she admitted to having bipolar disorder. By the way, bipolar disorder is a condition which affects your moods, which can swing from one extreme to the other. They usually go from depression, feeling very low and lethargic, to mania, which means feeling very high and overactive. And Gomez revealed in WSJ magazine that she did have highs that were really high and lows that would take her out, sometimes for weeks. And last year, Selena received a special award for mental health advocacy from McLean Hospital, where she was admitted after her mental breakdown more than a year ago. That's when she started her mental health journey. And one thing is clear, she's come a long way in a year's time. After getting her diagnosis, Selena began to face her illness as her mother taught her to face her fears and challenges when she was younger, so she decided to seek out the help that she needed. Just to remind you about Selena's breakdown, in October 2018, Selena spent a lot of time in hospitals because of an alarmingly low white blood cell count as a result of her kidney transplant. So when she had to be admitted to the hospital because the problem with her low blood cell count wouldn't go away, it pushed her into a downward emotional spiral. After having been admitted to the hospital, Selena insisted on going home. And when the doctors said that she couldn't, she had an anxiety attack and even tried to rip the IVs out of her arm. This was when she knew things were serious and she decided to seek treatment. This is also when she announced she was taking a break from social media because despite her struggles, she was still getting a lot of hate online. While talking to Miley, Selena also confessed that her upbringing in Texas made it more difficult for her to talk about her emotions. It's because in the place where she's from, it's not something obvious to talk about mental health. As she said, you have to seem tough and cool, which obviously is a very toxic thing. Would you agree that this mentality is present not only in Texas but also in other places all around the world? When it comes to Selena's mental health journey, last year she admitted that she's glad she reached out for help when she did, because right now she's in a much better place with her mind than she was a year ago. She's happier, healthier, and she's in control of her thoughts and emotions more than ever. Opening up to the world wasn't easy because she was scared of being misunderstood and judged because her job had given her various opportunities, but she still struggled with her own thoughts and feelings. Hopefully, thanks to Selena's openness about her struggles, others will benefit from it. Her diagnosis had another positive effect because the singer discovered a passion for mental health advocacy. She got educated and talked to many people who were suffering from the same issues. She read a lot about it, and mental health is a topic she became really passionate about. So now she tries to help others feel a little less alone. The progress Selena made was enough for her to go back to work. She released an album titled Rare and performed her new songs live for the first time in ages. By the way, the performances were another huge challenge for her. Selena Gomez made a comeback at the 2019 American Music Awards, but the show that all her fans waited for was kind of questionable. Many viewers claimed that in Selena's comeback performance of Lose You to Love Me, she sang off-key and was really shaky. The funny thing is that the song actually features lyrics sang off-key in my own chorus, so some claimed that she took them way too literally. But the actual reason why Selena might have messed up on stage is completely different. It turned out that behind the scenes, Selena was having a bit of a hard time. Insiders said that she was putting a lot of pressure on herself while preparing for her comeback performance. And as both songs are about heartbreak, at times Selena seemed to be getting emotional. That also concerned her fans, who immediately thought that something might have happened before she went on stage. And guess what? They weren't wrong. A source told E! News that before Selena went on stage, she had anxiety and even a panic attack. It's because of all the stress that she felt, but she decided to push through and perform anyway. After all, she had rehearsed and was really excited to get back on stage, but she got nervous right before because it's been a while since she performed live on TV. Isn't that normal though? It had been 2 years since she was on stage like that. Plus, all her friends were watching her and she wanted to put on a great show. But this girl has been through worse things in recent years. Speaking of her friends watching her, through her anxiety, Selena had the support of her biggest fan, Taylor Swift. I mentioned earlier that Selena took a break from social media, and even though she's more active now, she still updates her profile only once in a while. She even said last year that she deleted Instagram from her phone because it was making her feel depressed. How does she manage to stay in touch with her over 170 million followers? She used to talk to her fans a lot, but she realized that Instagram had become really unhealthy for young people. She knows it best because it had a bad influence on her. She believes that young people spend all their time focusing on all these comments, likes, and let this stuff get into their heads. In her case, social media had a negative influence on her mood and self-esteem. It would make her feel bad about herself, and she looked at her body differently. So just a reminder, especially now that we're spending a lot of time online while social distancing. Don't lie and say you're not. Remember to take breaks. Don't take things that other people write too seriously, and use reliable sources to check the news. How does Selena cope with anxiety amid the pandemic? She told Miley Cyrus that she's been writing a lot, and this is helping her process what's been going on. She's also been reconnecting with people that she hasn't been in touch with for a while. There are also moments where she needs some time to herself. That's when she lets the thoughts come in, and sometimes she'll write them down, and then she will just sit and process everything. But the positive thing is that Selena believes that the challenges she faced in life only made her stronger. She wished certain things hadn't happened to her, but without them, she wouldn't be able to help people who experienced similar things. And she says that she's still working on her self-esteem and confidence. Do you think Selena Gomez can really help others while sharing her experiences? Or do you think that she uses her health to play the victim? Because after all, no one needs to know her medical records. Let's talk about it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to not miss our videos. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Until next time.